Hello everyone! In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this rectangular shell blanket designed by Miranda Bach. More information on this blanket and links to the pattern will be in the description box of this video. You can use almost any yarn you like for this pattern, but today I'm going to be using two Red Heart Super Savers in light blue and dark blue. I'm also using an H 5.00mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle. To begin, make a slip knot. Chain 21. After chaining 21, single crochet in the second chain from hook. Insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops for the single crochet. We're going to do this in each chain all the way back for a total of 20 single crochet. After single crocheting 20, grab 2 stitch markers or 2 scraps of yarn. I'm going to place the first stitch marker into my very first single crochet. So just grabbing that V. And then on the other side here, I'm going to take my other stitch marker, and here is my loop from taking my crochet hook out, and I am counting 1, 2 back. In this loop directly under it, I'm going to place my second stitch marker. These stitch markers will help us indicate where 2 of our shells are going to be going. Next, turn your work vertically, and we're going to slip stitch into the row end. So slip stitching, inserting my hook, grabbing my yarn, pulling it through, and then through the loop on my hook. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to place 4 double crochet into that same space. This chain 3 is going to count as our first double crochet, and we have 5 double crochet for each shell. So this is going to be our first shell. A double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops. Now I'm going to place 3 more into that same space. So there's our first shell complete. Next, where this orange stitch marker is, I'm going to slip stitch into that space. And chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to remove that stitch marker because I don't need it anymore. And now I'm going to double crochet 4 into that same space for our second shell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 2 chain. So now we're working on the back side of our single crochet. So this is our single crochet, and this is our original chain. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3. Into that third chain, I'm going to single crochet. Skip 2 chain, and into this third chain, I'm going to place 5 double crochet. 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, 5 double crochet. Now skip 2 more chain and single crochet into the third. Skip 2 chain and place another shell into the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet. Skip 2 chain and single crochet into the third. And now this stitch marker is going to be marking where our last shell is going to go. So right across from it is going to be where our last shell is. This last loop right here is not a stitch, so we're going to go ahead and double crochet 5 into that very last space. So skipping 2 chain and place your last 5 double crochet. After that last shell, this is what the work looks like. We now have a total of 5 shells. So here we go. Again, we're going to turn our work vertically, and we're going to place a shell into the very end of our work, just like we did on this side. Go ahead and slip stitch into that same space we've been working into for that last shell. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and kind of move stuff over, and into that same space, we're going to place 4 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, and 4. Turn your work horizontally again, and into this place where the stitch marker is, we're going to remove that stitch marker. And the stitch should be right across from this last shell. We're going to slip stitch into that single crochet. Chain 3 and place 4 double crochet into that same space. There's 2 for me, 3, and 4. Skip 2 single crochet and single crochet into the next. So as you see, we're working straight across from our other work. We have a single crochet over here, and we have a single crochet there now. There's 3 for me, 4, and 5. Skip 2 single crochet and single crochet into the next. We're going to continue this all the way up our work. So into there we just placed a single crochet. Into here we're going to place 5 double crochet for our shell. Here we're going to place a single crochet, and then right over here we're going to place our last shell. At the end, I like to slip stitch right into that same space that the very first shell created. At this point, go ahead and snip your yarn and fasten off. After completing your base, we're going to be working in 2 repeating rows to complete the blanket. Here is a little sample to show you the 2 repeating rows. We have our V-stitch round, and then we have our shell round, which is this dark blue. These 2 rounds will repeat. To begin, join your yarn in a single crochet. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet into that same single crochet. This completes our first V-stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip over your shell here, and we're now going to be creating a corner. To create a corner, we're going to place 2 V-stitches side by side. So I'm going to place my first double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into the same space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then place our second V-stitch into that same space. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. There's our corner. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip over your end shell. And now we're going to do another corner right here into that slip stitch on the other side of the shell. So I have my first double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place another V-stitch into the same space. So there's our second corner. So we're going to just repeat this. We're going to do a V-stitch in each one of our single crochets, just 1 V-stitch. And then when we get to these slip stitches, right here, we're going to place a corner V-stitch set. So 2 V-stitches separated by a chain 3. Over each of these shells, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to let you go ahead and complete this round, and when we get to the next round, I will show you how that goes. At the end of your V-stitch round, slip stitch to this third chain at the beginning. Now we can begin the shell round. I did not snip my yarn here. I'll be just carrying the yarn up behind my work as I go. I will be changing colors. I'm going to do my shells in light blue. So here I'm just going to slip stitch my new color into that first V. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This will count as our first double crochet. And place 4 more double crochet into the middle of the V. After your first shell is complete, we're going to single crochet into the third double crochet of this previous shell, anchoring this chain 5. So I'm going to place my hook from the front to the back, grabbing my yarn and pulling it through. The yarn is going over that chain, and then I'm going to just single crochet. And this anchors the chain. Going right from that single crochet, we're going to place the first double crochet of the next shell into our V-stitch. Place 5 double crochet into that V-stitch. After your first corner shell is complete, we're going to single crochet into this chain 3. Going from that single crochet, we're going to place 5 double crochet into the next V-stitch. We're going to continue in this fashion all the way around. When you come to these chain 5s, anchor them with a single crochet in the third double crochet of the previous round. At the corners, place your shells into your V-stitches and single crochet into the chain 3. Your last stitch of the shell round should be a single crochet. Slip stitch to your chain 3 to join this round. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my blue yarn again, and I'm just placing it over the back of my work, just carrying it along with me. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now this will count as our first double crochet and chain 1 of our first V-stitch for the next round. So I'm yarning over to double crochet back down into that single crochet. This creates the first V-stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a V-stitch in your next single crochet. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. You're going to place a V-stitch into each single crochet all the way around, chaining 5 to skip over your shells. In your corners, our corners look like this now, and this is your corner. Here we're going to place 2 V-stitches separated by a chain 3, and then just a single V-stitch right here on your short end. Continue in this fashion all the way around, and when we get back over here, I will show you what that looks like. This is what my work looks like after the second V-stitch round. I slip stitched to my chain 3 at the beginning, and you can see each of my corners have the 2 V-stitches separated by the chain 3. And from here, your work is going to just keep growing. Now you're going to do your shell round, which are 5 double crochets in each one of your V-stitches, and you're going to anchor each one of these chain 5s with a single crochet. Here's my sample again. I just wanted to talk a little bit about your next V-stitch round. Just make sure 1 V-stitch goes into each one of your single crochets, and then you're going to place your double V-stitches in the corners. As you see, this is the next round up, so there's going to be 2 V-stitches on the short end instead of just 1. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it, comment on it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you also again to MB Designs for creating this lovely pattern. Please check out the description box for additional information. And have a lovely crochet day. I will see you all in my next tutorial. Bye!